SimCoder here, and today we're going to move on to the customer side of things. So we are going to start to work on the requests, the Uber requests that the customer is going to be making with our app. And before that, we are going to do something that's really overdue, which is a logout button. We have to add it at some point, so let's just do it today. So first of all, I'm going to grab our Firebase real-time database, and the way we are going to be handling requests is again, as we did for the real-time updated position of the drivers, with GeoFire. And we are going to create something that's really similar. The only thing that's going to change is actually the name of the child where it is stored. So you're going to have something like requests, then the customer ID, and then you're going to add a longitude, misspell word. Going to add, oops, let's do that again. So requests, let's add it, customer ID, edit, longitude, longitude, here we are, set that to true, and I'll add it to set to true. So this way, each customer will only be able to make one request because the customer ID is what identifies each request, and that way, if the user recalls the Uber, it will only overdrive this and nothing of significance will happen. So the code will be really similar to the driver's current location, and you'll see it's really easy. So let's get right into it and go into our, let's first of all delete that and go into our Android project. So here it is. This is where we left off in the last lesson, and we are going to add the logout button on this one and then just copy everything to the customer map activity, which I believe we'll have to create because, yeah, okay. So now let's go into activity driver map. Okay, and now we'll want to make our button lay on top of the map. And the way we do that with Android is we choose the frame layout. And the frame layout allows us to have a bunch of layers upon, let's copy that inside, a bunch of layers on top of layers, basically. Okay, so now we'll just copy everything of importance that was here into this child. So every tools, not the map, sorry, that's not there. Okay, and now you are going to, let's do that again. Okay, and now we'll add a button. Let's say web contents, that's not really important, and ID, let's call it logout. We first need to add a net ID /logout and text logout. Just keep it really simple. Now let's go into here, into our activity, and add the button, private button, my logout, logouts, and on create, add the find view by ID button, find view by ID our point ID dot logouts. Okay, So yeah, now let's add the set on click listener. Dot set on click listener, new on click listener. And now Firebase allows us to accomplish the logouts with one line. So it is really simple. Just say firebase auth.getInstance.signout. This is everything you do. From now on, after the user clicks the button, after this line, the user will no longer be signed in. So, and after he signs out, we want him to go back to the first page, which is the choose. Let me just get the name, which is main activity, where the user chooses if he is a driver or a customer. So let's create an intent. Intent equals new intent driver and the name of the current activity dot this comma choose dot main activity dot class. Now say start activity as we've done before, intent finish, just so that this activity closes, and add return just for good measures. Okay, and this is everything you don't need anything else for the logout. It is done with. Now let's actually move on and go to the main focus of this lesson, which is to create the customer map activity and make requests from that activity. So let's go in and create an empty activity and call it customer map activity. Yeah, we can leave everything as is. Finish. Okay. And now we can, because we did all the work with the driver activity, we can just copy everything into there. So just copy the layouts. I'm keeping different layouts because there will be minor things that are different, so make sure you do it as well. Remove this context, or better yet, change it to customer login activity. Leave it there. And now you are going to copy everything and cut some things and add others, so make sure to keep up with everything. So add that. And now we have to see what's different and what's not. So first of all, the layout is different. So you must choose a customer map. Okay. Now the logout is also different because the current activity is different. So it's customer oh, there's a typo there. That's just refactor it, rename customer. Okay, refactor, and it should appear now. Okay. And it seems like every error is gone. Just to make sure everything is the same, let's copy the imports from the other one. Okay, no errors. Great. Now let's remove the things that we don't need. So, first of all, let's remove this on stop. I don't know if we are going to use it, but for now, let's leave it with nothing. Let's remove this, which is where the location changed. We were updating the location of the driver, so we don't need it here because we are using the customer. And yeah, okay, I believe we are ready to start working on the request. So let's close the driver just to make no confusion there. Let's go into our activity and create a button to that's going to handle the request. Every time the customer clicks on it, a request will be made. So you can say match with, match parents. Let's give it a name of a text of call Uber, an ID of request. And now, because we are using a frame layout, as you can see, it overlays this button because it is called after. So we are going to move it to the bottom of the layout. And to do that, we can actually achieve it by calling layout gravity and saying bottom. As you can see, it moved. So that's all to do with the layout. We can go into our activity, and in here we are going to call that button. Actually, we don't need to call another private. Let's call it here, just to make it look nice and pretty. Let's call the find view by ID. Request. And now let's call the set on click listener. Set on click listener. New on click listener. And now, as we did for the driver updated location, we store it with the user ID, with the driver ID. And as I've explained in the beginning of this lesson, we'll do basically the same with some nuances and some things that's different. So, but the main core is the same. So we need the user ID, and let's just grab it. Firebase auth dot get instance. If you don't quite understand what this all does, please check my Firebase lesson. I'll try to keep updating it, but for now it has the essential information that you need. So we are going to get the UID, semicolon, and we are going to create the database reference to the requests, just as we did with the driver updated location. So database reference, let's call it ref, Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference, and we'll call it, to make it easy to understand, request, just that, or better yet, customer requests. Okay, so every single request will go to this child. Okay, now, as we did for the driver updated location, again we will use geofire, and we need to create a new instance of geofire, new geofire in this location, in this ref. So just call ref and geofire dot set location to user ID. So it will create a child inside customer request that's called user ID with the location, new geolocation with the location of mlast location. I went through this all in the last lesson. Please check it out if you haven't, because I go into really deep detail on how to use, how to get the updated location every single second. So, but basically, I'll just explain it, and this on location changed is called every single second. So every second we get a new mlast location, and that mlast location has a latitude and a longitude. And that's what you're going to use to set a request and to pinpoint the exact location where the customer is going to be picked up from. So we're going to get the latitude from the last location, get location dot mlast location dot get latitude, and comma mlast location dot get longitude. Okay. Now we are going to, this is everything that we need. So this is working, but now we are going to create a marker for the pickup location so the user, the customer, can see where the driver will go to. So pickup location, actually let's create the latitude and longitude. We'll need it now. Latitude, longitude, pickup location. Okay, and we are just going to create a new pickup location, which will be the same as mlast location, but we are going to do this so that you can see it working and make it easy on the eye. So, and new latitude longitude mlast location dot get latitude and mlast location dot get longitude. Now we are going to grab the mmap and just say add marker and new marker options comma position. Sorry, it isn't comma, it is a dot position pickup location dot title. Let's say pickup here. This is a text that appears when the customer clicks on the marker. Okay, and let's say, let's change the text of the button, of the request button, this one here. Let's change it to request.set text and just signal to the customer that we are trying to find a driver for him. I say getting your driver, and we'll take care of this in the previous lessons, because this will be the part that's the hardest to accomplish with Firebase, and it will require a very special logic, if you will. And yeah, let me just say, if you believe in the next lessons that my logic isn't the greatest, please let me know, because as you know, programming isn't the same to everyone, and that's the beautiful part of it. So we can have different opinions, and let me know. And if I believe that your opinion is better than mine, then I'll make a video just explaining your point of view and how you think that we should be organizing our code and writing. So now I believe that's all. Let's just run the application and see if everything checks out. Let's go in here, connect the device, and let's do it. So it is finished loading. Let's grab the Firebase project. Say I'm a customer, because now we are dealing with customers. Go in. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try to change customer login activity maybe. Okay, here it is. We must change this to it's not map activity, it is customer map activity. And actually we are going to delete the map activity because it was just a placeholder and we don't need it anymore. So let's run it again. Okay, that's done. Let's go into our Firebase project again. Say I'm a customer. Okay, here it is. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. To test your app, download any kind of app that has some kind of fake GPS. This isn't my current location, and I chose this app because it moves periodically, so it is easier for us to test it. So let's go ahead and call Uber. The marker was created and the customer request is here. And it has a longitude and a latitude. So everything checks out. And yeah, now all you have to do is actually find a driver for this request. And as I said, it will be hard, but we'll manage it. For the better or worse, we'll manage it. So let's click on the marker. Yeah, it has the pickup here. And yeah, that's all. So I'll be posting this on my Google Drive. Someone asked me, I can't remember his name, so I'm sorry about that, but asked me if I was going to put this on GitHub as I've intended previously. And for now it is easier for me to actually put it on the Google Drive. And if you prefer GitHub, I completely understand, and just let me know if you prefer it. And if you do, then I'll be sure to make that extra push and actually upload the code there instead of Google Drive. So that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to post more and more articles and opinions there that might be helpful to you that are trying to enter the Android developing world. So make sure you follow me there. I'll link it down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me tremendously. And yeah, I'm trying to make this channel grow and to make better and better content to you all. If you want to make me to make a different type of guides, maybe another app that you want to know how to make me just let me know down in the comments. I'm thinking about trying to make another series with this one, so I'll be posting for 2 series instead of just one. That way I can make my channel a bit fresher for you, just so that you can move on and learn new things every single day. So yeah, that's all. Ciao.